Hello, I'm Charles Allen, and welcome to ATA TV. We're going to spend the next hour visiting with some of the latest innovations in the entire world of archery and some truly fascinating exhibitors here at ATA 08 in Indianapolis. We'll also be talking to several ATA officials about this year's show and about what's ahead for the Archery Association at large, as well as the industry. So get ready for a whirlwind trip around the show and a behind-the-scenes visit with many show exhibitors here in Indianapolis. First up, we had a very interesting visit with ATA President Jay McAninch. I asked Jay about the whole buzz, excitement, and enthusiasm that seemed to precede this year's ATA 2008 show.
I tell you, it's tingling, and it's something that obviously as the trade association we couldn't be more thrilled about. It's been building throughout the year. This is going to be, here in Indy in 2008, the biggest show we've ever had. We've sold more square footage, which means there's exhibitors going to have their wares and products and new equipment out in front of everybody. We're going to have more attendees, we think. It sure looks like they're going to get here, and the weather's cooperating, so we think we'll have full aisles. But the most important thing is it looks like, from everything we're hearing and from everything people are telling us, they're ready to buy and sell. And in a trade association and in a trade show, that's all we live to do, is see these guys do well, market their products, get them sold, and get them out to customers that are going to enjoy those products and as they shoot archery and enjoy bow hunting.
Absolutely. I couldn't help but notice walking around the show floor, repeatedly the theme today is all about tomorrow. Could you share, for the edification of the audience, what this means?
You know, it's funny, that sounds simple, and in fact in some places it may even sound trite. Today is all about tomorrow. But it's really kind of clever, and we think it encapsulates everything that we're trying to do here. Today in business is the only day that really matters for some people. You've got to make a profit today. You've got to have products and equipment that are going to appeal to people today, or there won't be a tomorrow. Today, though, at this industry trade show, we are putting together on this show floor buyers and sellers. They're going to have a fantastic time. The network's going to build. They're going to create a buzz in the industry. It's going to carry out throughout the rest of the year. But the interesting thing is, when these guys walk off this show floor and when the show closes down, all of the net effect of what they've done will create a few $1 million that we then in the Archery Trade Association turn around, and almost in another way, we focus in another direction, and we start looking to grow archery and bow hunting. The dollars they create here will go into school programs. The National Archery in the Schools program is a program that puts archery into physical education programs all over the country. Not only tens of thousands, but hundreds of thousands of kids are shooting archery in their phys ed programs thanks to the guys on this show floor who have agreed to figure out a way so the net proceeds can help that happen.
Curiously, Jay, in years of recent, what have been some of the most pressing challenges that ATA and the entire archery industry has faced, and exactly how has ATA responded?
We've had a number of challenges. First, the kinds of challenges we face are the same ones every other recreational sport faces. I mean, $3 gasoline deals with the notions about where folks can go and how they can recreate. Luckily, most bow hunters and archers shoot close to home. It's the kind of thing you can still do in your backyard in most of the American states and most of the European countries. In some respects, you can do it at least down the street or close by. So we're not hurt too badly by that, but it does affect us. The mortgage crisis, the economy issues, those all impact some of the ways in which people are able to recreate, and it affects their decisions about recreation. Interestingly enough, over the years, though, as we've taken a look, occasionally when a major industry has gone on strike, like when Detroit has gone on strike, oddly enough, we've seen a bump. Because what we think is happening is the guys have time on their hands. So they go maybe refresh their equipment. It's not an expensive sport, and they go hunting. So you never know for sure, but those things have impacted us in various ways and in places around the country, and we can't always pinpoint that. We would love to be in a position to have our kids make sure that as they grow up, they have a choice between not just football, basketball, baseball, maybe golf, tennis, and hockey, but archery. Because it's an individual sport, they can do it from the time they're born till the time they die. Cradle to grave sport is how the recreational people talk about it. So that challenge has always been there for us, but I tell you, we've really tackled it in the last several years, and we've made great inroads to it. So like many sports that are specialized as ours is, breaking through into that mainstream has probably been the biggest challenge we've faced, and we've done a fantastic job, I think, in the last few years of getting to first base and seeing the landscape out there and knowing that we now are in a position to start to get through the schools to kids and families with something that we think they'll thoroughly enjoy.
You guys have obviously responded in grand fashion If I might ask, just for a little sneak preview, what can the ATA membership and the archery industry at large expect from ATA in the future?
Well, number one, we're customer driven and we're customer service driven. Our industry is made up of a lot of companies that get up every day and have to hope and have to be assured that a united group of industry-related folks are working on their behalf. This is an industry where we have folks scattered all over the world, in fact, that make all kinds of different products. This is a little different than sort of the mega industries. You know, we don't have, in the sense of GM, one company that takes all the parts and assembles a car and off-rolls the car off the assembly line. Out on this floor, you're going to see every little product and piece of equipment of any shape, size, and color made by all kinds of different folks. The only thing that ties them all together is not just the sport, but it's us. And the unity we try to provide to give them a home and a place to drive the engine that grows archery and bow hunting for their mutual benefit is us, and that's what we will guarantee them that we will do. At the same time, we also know that their companies are just like every other business. They need to be profitable. They need health insurance. They need benefit programs. They need to have the lowest cost products that they can use in their store that can help them run their business, whether it's credit card processing, whether it's computers, whether it's displays. All of those things that can reduce their overhead, enhance their profitability, in addition to growing the sport, are the things that they can count on from us. And frankly, the other thing we've always told our industry folks is, if you think of it and we haven't done it, tell us and we'll do it. It's their industry trade association. We're driven by the guys on the front line. We don't know, and nor do we pretend to know everything, but we think we're there to get things done for them. So if they tell us, and if we can figure out how to make it happen, we'll do it for them. So we want this industry to know that this association is here for them, and it's here because of them, but they ultimately are going to benefit and be there because of us.
Jay, I want to thank you kindly for sharing your time with us today and wish you the very best of success, as well as ATA, for many years to come.
Thanks for your time. We appreciate the help.
We're here with Tim Lamanska, production manager of TrueFire. Tim, you guys have been an established manufacturer of releases since 1984. And here at the ATA 2008 trade show, you guys are unveiling a revolutionary new broadhead. I'm going to let you break the news.
Thank you. This year at the ATA, TrueFire has gotten into the market of coming out with a tip-activated mechanical broadhead. It's the first of its kind, not to use any O-rings, and it should be a real winner, and it should be worry-free as far as any hunters should have to be worry-free and not have to worry about any more problems with O-rings, busting O-rings, actually opening up on flight or anything like that. So we're real excited about it.
Curiously, before our interview, you used the term OT2 technology. What exactly does that mean?
OT2 stands for oversized tip technology. And the benefit of that is the tip is actually larger than the arrow shaft that you'll be using. So what that does, it eliminates any arrow drag or any from your fletchings, so you actually get deeper penetration than you would over a standard broadhead, even a fixed broadhead.
Would you share with the audience the real differentiating factor? What makes this broadhead truly unique? There must be competitive products on the marketplace, just to be fair.
To be fair, the best thing about this is there's no O-rings, and this opens simply by dropping it on a little surface like that. It's that simple, it's that easy to open, and you can be guaranteed that it will not open up in flight.
Sounds like it provides certainty and a good night's sleep. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Tim, I find it hard to believe that all this innovation with your revolutionary new broadhead, that innovation from TrueFire is going to stop here. What's next?
Next year we plan on coming out with a fixed blade, and I'm sure in the future we'll have more mechanicals, but you can be sure we're going to be sticking around for the future. And please stop by the TrueFire booth and look for this packaging in the near future.